I've had this for a few months now, and I've come to the conclusion that this is a good guitar. It's the Jet JS-501. They also make it in a 7-string version, the 507, but this is the 6-string version. It's just under £500, and it sounds like this. I've tried out 4 or 5 Jet guitars now, and they've all been consistently very good. And just so you know, they sent this out to me to try, so, and I don't get any kind of affiliate payments or anything like that, so there's no financial gain for me in that way. I'll tell you the specs, and then I'll play you some sounds, and after that I'll tell you what I think about this guitar. These are around £500, and you can usually find them slightly below that, and for that money you get a lot of high-end features. It has black locking tuners, a mahogany modern C-shaped neck with a rosewood fretboard, 12-inch radius and a 25.5-inch scale length with 24 medium jumbo frets. The nut is a 43mm wide bone nut. The pickups are humbuckers with Alnico pickups that are direct mounted to the body. The body is mahogany and is painted satin black. The bridge is a hipshot style hardtail in black to match the rest of the hardware. 3-way switch with a single volume, no coil tap in or anything like that. This specific guitar weighs 7.3 pounds or 3.3 kilos, but obviously that's just a guideline. The weight of guitars can vary, as I'm sure you know. This one is a perfect weight. So that's all the spec. Let's hear how it sounds. But before that, if you're enjoying this video, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me do make more videos like this, and I would really appreciate it. Thank you. The neck feels very comfortable and there's no glossy finish, which I really like. I prefer the feel of the satin, more natural woods. The Charvel necks feel really good to me, and this is very similar. I think the pickups are okay, and you could definitely be happy with them. For me, I'd probably upgrade the pickups in any guitar in this kind of price range, so and this guitar's no different. I'd love to try this guitar with a set of EMGs or maybe a JBM59 Seymour Duncan set. But that's me, there's nothing wrong with these pickups, I just apparently have issues. Tuning stability has been good, the nut is really well cut and I really like the bridge. The tuners are good, I always prefer locking tuners like these, and I did have to back the screws off on the tuning buttons slightly because they were just a little bit stiff, but they're fine now. Satin finishes like this can be a bit of a nightmare if you want your guitar to stay pristine, and actually, if that's what you'd want, I'd recommend looking at something else with a glossy finish. They make a guitar called the JS-501 BLS, which is a black sparkle finish, so maybe check that one out instead. But I really do like satin finishes. I like the way they age and show the areas that your hands connect with. It also feels really good. I really like this guitar. I think it's worth the money, although there are a lot of options in this price range. If it had Charvel or Jackson on the headstock, it would definitely be £200-300 more. And speaking of the headstock, it's really similar to the Kramer Beak style, and I think that's really cool. They're definitely very comparable spec-wise to the Charvel DK24, which is a guitar that I love. It's actually very similar to the Pro Mod DK24 in satin black. But they're about £900, and yeah, you get Seymour Duncans with them, but you can add Seymour Duncans or Damasio's or EMGs and still be way under £900 if you were to go for this. If you got like a Zach Wild EMG set, for example, it'd still be under £650. So if you ever wanted a Charvel with a Kramer beak headstock, you might be looking at this guitar and comparing it to the Harley Benton Jim Root style guitar, because aesthetically they are very similar. I've got a red knob on mine, but it doesn't come like that. Anyway, I can tell you that this is in a different league. It's worth paying the extra, but this is still a pretty good guitar. I think it records well, and I was very happy with the tones that I got in the track. It stayed in tune really well when I was tracking. Can't really ask for much more than that. Oh, and if there's any particular Jet guitars that you'd like to see on my channel, let me know and I'll try and get them on here. And maybe let me know what you think about Jet guitars in general down below. The reactions to the other guitars that I've made videos for have been pretty interesting to read. Another really good alternative to this guitar is the Jet JS-400. It's about half the price of this, and I made this video here all about it, and I think that you'll really enjoy it.